Welcome to Check the Challenges, my new monthly series where I will be checking in on my challenges on board game stats. So let's get to it. Here's my challenge screen. So you can see, let's start off here at the top. Got some alphabet challenges going on. I have four different ones. I have an A to Z hardcore challenge, which is at currently sitting at D. Gonna have to wait probably till next month to make any headway on that one. As the E game that is going to probably make headway on that one is going to be Everdell. And then we've got our non-digital. So I've got two different ones here. I've got a random one. This is just all my games. This includes games on Board Game Arena. And then I've got a non-digital version. So this is actual physical tabletop games. Doing quite well after 1 month. I am at 14 games played. Thanks a lot to my board game club. So let's take a look at that. We got A covered. We got B with Bloom, Cape May, Diced Veggies, Food Fighters, Game of Life at my board game club. Haunt the House I learned for my board game club. King Domino I played at the board game club. Lost Ruins of Arnak was on my showcase wall last night. Orchard, Pick a Dog I got and learned for my board game club. Rolling Realms, Skull and Tear, and Tapestry. Both of those were on my showcase wall last month. Then we've got a solo one. So I like to check to see my solo. So let's see how we're doing on the solo board game. Be Control, Cape May, Dungeon Island, Roaring Food Chain Island, Isle of Cats, Lost Ruins of Arnak, Next Station London, Orchard, Rove, Scoentier, Tapestry. I think this month I should clear off several more of those letters with my showcase wall. Then moving on down, I set up a alphabet challenge for my wife. She's not doing too bad for the beginning of the year, 5 games played. Then we get to this very unique challenge that I have going on. I saw someone who was going to do a 24 for 24, where they were going to be doing, I think they chose 24 games and they were going to play them twice each, something like that. For me, I decided to go a little step further. For the majority of my teaching career, I was a math teacher primarily. And I did teach reading, some social studies here and there as like extra subjects during some time in middle school, and then elementary. We all taught reading as well. I am reading teacher this year, but I decided to kind of do a 24 for 24 and make it a little, I guess, geekier, nerdier, however you want to say it, mathematical. So I did all of the factor pairs for 24. So basically, what this means is I am going to be playing one game 24 times, two games 12 times, three games 8 times, four games 6 times, and so on, all the way down to 24 games one time. So you can see I've currently played 7 different games. Let's take a look at what games I have chosen for this challenge. Now, this challenge was split into 3 parts. There were 8 games that I knew that I was going to play probably exclusively solo. There were 8 games that I was going to play both solo and multiplayer, either my board game club and or with my wife. And there were 8 games that can only be played or will only be played multiplayer at my board game club or probably more likely with my wife. So let's take a look at the 24 games that were chosen for this challenge. Azul, Bark Avenue, Canvas, Cape May, Cascadia, Chomp, Diced Veggies, The Gig, Happy Little Dinosaurs, Isle of Trains, All Aboard, Kites, Long Shot the Dice Game, Nanga Parbat, Parks, Patchwork, Quirkle, Race to the Raft, Role Player, Rolling Realms, Rove, Shelfie Stacker, Tapestry, Tiny Towns, Trash Pandas. And just by looking at that list, it looks like there's going to be several of those that are cleared off, at least the one time played, and probably the 2 and maybe 3 time played. Um, this next month because several of those are on my showcase wall this month. And let's take a look. It looks like my 6 games 4 times is actually coming along quite nice. Which games are currently counting on there? Azul, Cape May, I cleared it. Cascadia, Diced Veggies, I've played a couple times. So a couple games on there. Rove, I've played a couple. Tapestry, I played 3 times. That'll be back on my showcase wall before too soon, without giving any spoilers away. How about 3 games 8 times? Cape May is currently counting. Rove is currently counting. Tapestry is currently counting, but there's several of them that are at 2. It'll be real interesting to see which one of these challenges clear off first. I'm expecting the 6x4 and the 8x3 to be cleared off fairly quickly because I usually try and get games, especially newer games, to the table 4 or 5 times before I take them off the table. So those ones should be cleared off pretty quickly. So then to up the ante, I also did a 24 for 24 solo version. Same concept as far as games played and how many times I'm playing, except for these ones are all solo, and all 24 of these are different than on the regular one. So the way I did this one was I chose 6 categories. I believe the categories were Stonemaier games, tile laying games, small box games, card games, worker placement games, and the last category is slipping my mind at this point. You see, I am actually clearing quite a bit of this right now. So let's check out the 24 games that are on the list, and maybe the last category will come to my mind. Age of Comics, Apiary, Architects of the West Kingdom, Beacon Patrol, Bot Factory, Cartographers, Dinosaur Island, Roll and Write. Oh, there's my last one. Roll and Write or Flip and Writes. And some of these do fall into multiple categories, just to get the thing. And I did include some new games, but these are mostly not new games. I've got a large collection of new games that I got to play, and I wanted to make sure a lot of my games that are sitting on my shelves still get played quite a bit. So what were we here? Dinosaur Island, Roll and Write. Oh, that one's going to get played quite a bit this month. Everdell, Expeditions, Fit to Print, for Northwood, Goblin Vaults, Honeybuzz, Isle of Cats, Libertalia, Next Station London, Orchard, Scoentier, Smitten, Sprawlopolis, Tenpenny Parks, Three Sisters, Viticulture, and Walking in Burano. I can tell several of these will get cleared off here pretty quickly. In fact, I'm expecting this to... Dinosaur Island Roll and Write will definitely clear that one off this month, as it's on my showcase wall. Nothing else is currently on my showcase wall. We look at our 8x3. We've got a couple things that are cleared off already, I think, or at least one. Scoentier. Orchard will be probably cleared off pretty quickly. That one's a pretty quick one to get to the table twice. And moving on past that, now we have my normal tiered challenges. So you can see in parentheses, these are the different tiers. When I reach a tier, I jump the challenge up a little bit. So I've already played 25 different games this year. And so I'm currently working on my 50 different games. Running a board game club at school really does help with that a lot because I play different games there than I do at home. New to me games, I've already cleared the first tier. Oh, and it looks like I may have jumped the gun here. So let's make a little change here. I have not cleared that second tier yet. Something must have been counting that I had accidentally done it. So new to me games is currently on the second tier, 20 games. That honestly could get bumped this weekend with some new to me games on my showcase wall, and I plan on learning a couple new games for my board game club at school this weekend, so I can teach the kids next week. Solo 10 times what? So 10 times 5, 10 times 10, 10 times 15, 10 games, 5 times 10 games, 10 times 10 games, 15 times. Let's see which games are currently counting on there. So, Beacon Patrol, Cape May, Legacy of You, Lost Ruins of Arnak, Next Station London, Orchard, Rolling Realms, Rove, Scoantier, and Tapestry are the 10 that are currently being counted. None of these are chosen games other than the 24 for 24 challenges. Solo AI plays. I like to make sure that I get plenty of my games in that play solo with an actual AI opponent, not just an AI who blocks stuff and you still have your score that you look at. So it looks like I've only got 4 in this month or this year. It's kind of low so far. Definitely going to have to ramp that up. I know in the next couple months that will ramp up with some of the games that will be hitting my showcase wall, but that's pretty low. I'm still working on the first tier of that, which seems off. I'm wondering if some things are not counting. So let's take a check here at, oh, I need the rival and Arc. Oh, and I need Ava and Cape May. That would be by. So that makes a lot more sense. Stage 1 is actually complete. So let's change this to 25 and see where we go. That looks a little bit better. Still seems low, but that makes a lot more sense. Got to keep remembering to add those new AI players in, those AI things in when I play a game. Different solo games. I'm working on my second tier there. I've got 17 played. Total solo plays, a little lower in January this year than last year. Last year, my January was pretty much primarily solo. This year, a lot more variability. So 20, oops, sorry, looking at the wrong one. 31 solo plays. I'm currently working on the 4th tier of my 10 times 5 challenge. So I've got 10 times 5 hours. So still working on the first tier. So 10 games 5 times. And then we'll see. 15 games 5 times, 20 games 5 times. We'll see. See how many solo games I get to the table 5 times. Total plays for the year. I am already up to my 4th tier that I'm working on. I am up to the 100 tier. So I've played 66 total games this year, working on that 100. This one down here, this was a challenge that I set for myself to try and clear everything off my wall that was not played yet, including expansions and some small expansions. So I've got a couple of maps for like Welcome to and stuff on here, and some small little tiny expansions for a couple of games. But it's just a way for me to try and get some stuff played. I've cleared 11 off of my January 1st, 2024 unplayed games list, which is not too bad. Still got quite a few left. Some will be a little easier than others. And I think there should be Ancient Realms. I think there's a expansion for Ancient Realms that should actually be on there. But a lot of these things will make the table in the next couple months. You can see some mini expansions on there and some other things. A lot of these are going to hit the table in the next couple months, though. I'm highly expecting this number to jump as far as how many of them have been played. In fact, 5 of them are on my showcase wall this month, so that should help get quite a few of those to the table. And play all new games for 2024. So I've been good. I've only added 2. Well, we're going to jump ahead and add Wormspan to the list since I have pre-ordered it. So let's add that. So that's it in 2024. Those are the only things I've added. And Fossilis and Wild Space were ordered at the very end of 2023, but I did not have them till 2024, so I included them on this one. Do have several Kickstarters that will be coming in. And then just some fun stuff here. We chose some games for my wife to see if she would play them 5 times through the year. And just, we'll see. Ticket to Ride City Edition 5x5. Probably, that one probably won't hit, but we'll see. And then looking at my H index, I've got several H indexes going. You can see my multiplayer H index is currently sitting at 9. So 9 games, 9 times, one more play of a couple of them, and I will be hitting 10 on that. My solo H index is sitting at almost 15. Let's see. Is that going to get anywhere near Isle of Cats? Might play that one online. I don't really want to clear that one off online, though, so that one might have to wait a little bit. My overall H index is currently sitting at 16. This one's got a lot of solo games combined with multiplayer games. Looks like Long Shot will help. Solo play of Three Sisters will help. And might get those to the table this month. My wife's H index is reaching 9 here soon. And then I've just got some extra challenges down here with the template. I just want to see when I play all of games from different companies and all of the games I own at least 10 times. All our Ticket to Ride games, Underdog games, 10 times. So that is Check the Challenges, February 2nd, 2024. Hope you enjoyed that and hope you decide to follow along and check the challenges at the end of the next month and see how I progressed. Till then, see ya.